Super, ngoluk ke gogling nam guest apa da gepula do bong, dog laga apa. Bairolo audience ke gola do mapa. Ara sopa gange kula. Ngoluk guest kelu dog lopoluar doing ko tadbitem na apung kolopa kumpalag do. We would like to thank you all invited guests for joining us at the 7th edition of Alí A Lígang Lí Bangalore 2024. Sir, your presence has made us proud today. We look forward to your support and love for our missing community in Bangalore. And now we are extremely honored to introduce our invited guest of honor, Dr. Lukesh A. Veerappa, Orthopedic specialist of Manipal Hospital. And also we would like to invite on stage, sir, please come on the stage. Thank you. Now I would like to request organizer secretary and president for the felicitated invited guest of honor with our missing traditional dress. Thank you.
Supa, Olo, Banke Boris Suku, Sarma, Takama Doley Yapako, all sided Yapan Piliman and Pida. Dr. Olo, Dírbí Kasengoki, Nabum, honorary Supa. आपको मैं सुनने जाता हूँ फिर से साल का लगा हूँ thank you so much for joining us today in this occasion, sir, and so we are really honored. Thank you. आपको मैं यहाँ पर फिर से
So now I would like to request our guest of honor for the speech. Thank you.
And celebrating your cultural heritage of your place here in Bangalore. And it's wonderful. So when we say, when Dr. Deepak told me and Bhadrakanta had come to invite me, they told me, sir, please speak about some motivational thing for our people. I was thinking about it. What is it that we can say about motivation? So, for motivation, we don't need to look outside us. Motivation is there within us. So, we have to identify it, and then we have to find ways of motivating ourselves. Because motivation is very important, because feeling proud makes you work more, work better, and work with more energy. You have the passion, so the pride comes, automatically you will work better. So the first aspect is, what should you be proud of? We have to be proud of our country. You know that there are so many countries in the world. We are the only country with such a large population, being the largest democracy. We are surviving comfortably, peacefully, and we are now the 5th most powerful country in the world. We have to be proud of that. We have to be proud of our culture, oldest culture in the world. When they say there are 4 main cultures which started, the civilization started, so this is one of them. So we are the oldest culture in the world. We have to be proud of that. We have to be proud of being so diverse. We are actually having each state having its own language. Still, we are living so comfortably and peacefully, and so much of cultural richness. We have to be proud of that. And we have to be proud of being what we are. See, we as a race, we have gone through a lot of hardships. We have gone through a lot of difficulties. We have gone through a freedom struggle. We have come across that, and we are now, being the largest democracy, we are proud to be free. We are proud to be living our lives the way we want to live, with so much of freedom. We know that we are seeing around the world so much of atrocities are happening, so much of women having not freedom to express themselves, in so many parts of the world. There are so many countries which are being in a turmoil of major civil wars. But us as a country, in spite of all the diversity, we are actually being very comfortable. And actually, as we had a Assamese gentleman who spoke to us, I was speaking to him, he was saying, "Sir, ye to Jannat hai." This, our country, is like heaven. Because we, as a country, are able to do, as every person for that matter, to do what he wants to do. For everybody to grow to the highest level. From a regular worker, common worker, his child can become an IAS officer or become a minister or reach the topmost position in the country. So that is possible in our country. And that diversity is what actually defines us. So that's what we need to be proud of. So I've written down some points. So we have to be proud of being our culture, our diversity, and our education. You know that now most of the big time companies, you name them, Google, Microsoft, Pepsi for that matter, all of them are headed by Indians. Because our education system is so strong. Our education is what made us achieve. And where does the education come from? The education comes from family stability. And our culture makes our family stable. We are not like the West, where very flippant and very, fluid way of functioning. The family structure is very strong, and that's what makes us strong. And that's what helps us giving the education. And of course, the education system, which was started by our people who brought freedom to the country, and that's what defines us. So education is one thing. So once you are proud, being proud of the country, that's what, as I told you, it defines us. It makes us what we are and makes us work better. What is the next step in achieving what we want? Next step is being healthy and being authentic. So, what do you mean by being authentic? Being authentic means in all our associations, whomever we meet, we have to be our 100%. That means there's no fakeness. So these are the points towards achieving greatness or achieving what we want in life. Being blissful and happy and being proud of what we are. Because they say, how far back we can go, so far ahead we can go. If we are knowing what our past is, that defines how our future is going to be. So, our past and our country, our rich heritage and the culture is giving us the pride. Pride is the first basic thing. Next thing we need is the authenticity. We have to be authentic in our associations, in our dealings with people, and being honest about it. And that is what is going to take us forward. So, and we don't need to worry about, they say, of all the news we receive, there is only about 13 to 14% of the news that is positive. So remaining 85%, 86% is negative. But it is only those people who focus on the positive, they will go forward in their lives. We should understand that. So it does not mean, everybody has problems and issues. Every soul in this hall has gone through hardships. But that's what defines us. How we emerge from these difficult situations is what defines us. See, COVID was a major challenge. As Mr. Deepak Kumar was saying, COVID was a major challenge and we survived it, we came through it. And we made our own vaccines and we exported. We didn't export, we actually donated vaccines to at least some 40 to 50 countries. So that is the pride of our country. So we should understand that. See, and all these things, everything that happens, we should look at, there are many layers to the truth. We should not say that the Americans found out first and we did not accept their vaccine. It's not like that. See, did you know that when the companies wanted to give us vaccine, they wanted to give us an unconditional in writing, kuch bhi ho jaye, anything happens, they are not responsible. They were not ready to give it to us. in writing that anything happens. So you give the vaccine, so we import the vaccine, something happens to our people, they're not responsible. You know about the Bhopal gas tragedy now. They didn't take responsibility. So our country people, they told, only if you take responsibility, we'll take your vaccines, or we'll make our own vaccines. And we made our own vaccines, and we survived. We survived through all these hardships. Of course, see, there were difficult times, and at some point the disease overwhelmed us. But the spirit of our people is what brought us together and brought us ahead. So, first thing I told you was about the pride of being an Indian. Next is how to take it forward with the pride and being authentic, how to take it forward. That is also there in our culture. And it is said, in Sanskrit they say about Vidya. I'll say 4 lines. Na choraharyam, na bhratrubhajyam, na cha bharakari, vyaye krute vardhatayeva nityam, vidyadhanam sarvadhanat pradhanam. So what does it mean? Education, na choraharyam, a thief cannot steal it. Na bhratrubhajyam, it cannot be divided among brothers. Na bharakari, it's not heavy. Vyaye krute, the more you spend, vardhatayeva nityam, it keeps increasing. Vidyadhanam sarvadhanat pradhanam. So to achieve our goals, what is the instrument? First thing is being proud and being authentic. Next is getting education. So if you get education, you know you can be whatever you want to do. So that is the next thing. And there are so many young people here. I would say, try to be authentic. Be proud of who you are. So you are, and of course at this point of time, that there's so much of technological advancement is happening. Do you know that the UPI system, which we use so much in everyday life, you go to a roadside vendor, somebody selling even peanuts, he has a UPI. Do you know, the concept of UPI is not there in so many developed countries. I visited Germany and France recently. They don't know the concept of UPI. Either you have a credit card or you pay with cash. So there are so many good things happening in our country. So the UPI system is one of them, and the universal banking system is one of them. So as I told you, 85% there may be negatives happening. Don't focus on it. You will hear negatives all around the world. There are a lot of positive things happening in this world. So, and don't feel some difficulties coming. कुछ मुश्किलातें आ रहे हैं. That is not what defines us. It is that how you go through that is what defines us. I remember this Javed Akhtar's couple of lines. दिलों में अपने तुम बेताबिया लेकर चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो. Have you heard this? Yeah. दिलों में अपने तुम बेताबिया लेकर चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो. निगाहों में काबों की बिजलियां लेके चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो. वरना तो क्या है जिंदगी. तो जिंदगी में ऐसा ही है कि हम मुश्किलातें तो आएंगे, तकलीफें तो आएंगे, बट हम हवा के जैसे, लहरों के जैसे उससे आगे निकलना है. तो ये बात है. और हम ये मानते हैं कि हमारी जो जुनून है, हमारा जो गर्व है हमारे देश के प्रति, और हमारी जो विद्या है, और हमारा जो कल्चर है, जो हमारी जो संस्कृति है, जिसकी वजह से हम ये सब कुछ हासिल कर पा रहे हैं, इसको कभी नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए, उसको बरकरार रखना चाहिए और उससे आगे निकलना चाहिए. और हमारा जब हौसले बुलंद है, कोई हमें रोक नहीं सकता है. एंड वी आर द लार्जेस्ट कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड नाउ, एंड आई थिंक वी कैन डू व्हाटएवर वी वांट टू डू. आई थिंक. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, sir, for your incredible speech. It is a indeed motivation speech for the young generation. We the committee looking forward your presence once again in our event. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, sir.